Well, guys, it's officially happened. Some people were still saying there was no chance it was going to happen. Domestically, Spider-Man would not be able to pull it off, but it has. It's officially taken down Avatar in the United States box office records. So, a hand of applause. I can hear you screeching right now.
Go ahead, adjust it for inflation, you fanboy.
Yeah, we get it. The good old inflation only works when you want it to work, and it's only important when you want it to be important. I get that. I get it, but we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about the straight-up domestic box office numbers, because that's what we're here to talk about. So let's start off with where Spider-Man finds itself. So at number 10, we got Star Wars The Last Jedi. I could have sworn that was a failure. Number 9, The Avengers. Number 8, Jurassic World. Number 7, Titanic. Number 6, Avengers Infinity War. Number 5 is Black Panther with $700 million. Number 4 is Avatar with $760.5 million. And number 3 officially is Spider-Man No Way Home with $760.9 million. So it's clearly going to get a little bit more. The only two films above it are number 2, Avengers Endgame, with 858, and number 1, Star Wars The Force Awakens, with 936. So Spider-Man is going to remain number 3 until something takes it down. And honestly, that something might end up being Avatar if they decide to re-release it prior to the release of the second film, which James Cameron always seems to want to re-release the film every year or so just to get back on top. They did it with Avengers Endgame and number 1 for worldwide, so it's one of those fun little battles that Disney has with itself to defeat itself, I guess. And of course, Spider-Man doing this is honestly just incredible. This thing is just massive. And again, it's able to do this in the pandemic era. And now most people are saying there's no excuse why other films aren't able to pull this off and pull off big numbers. And I kind of agree. I mean, Spider-Man showed people are willing to show up to movies. So other films, you kind of got to look at them and go, well, there's a lot more here than just, the pandemic and so forth and so forth. And on terms of a global scale, this thing, we're slowly getting numbers. We're going to start getting the final predictions to where it's going to end up by the end of the month, where it's officially leaving most theaters. And again, there's still going to be some areas to play it for a little bit longer, but this thing, it's doing pretty great. It's past 1 billion internationally as of last report, so it's honestly just shocking. Just to clarify, it's made more in the United States than some people said it would make worldwide prior to the film's release. So that's the kind of dominant power of this film. And I think this is going to be one of those things where you look back at the pandemic era, Spider-Man's the only standout, really. I mean, Doctor Strange might be next, maybe Batman. That's going to be up to DC and how much they push it and how much the interest is there, but clearly, I think Marvel is that brand, especially things that pull in nostalgia. That's a major factor here.